Doing today? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Hello. Just getting everything all set up. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Yeesh. Yes, sir. All right. Woo-wee. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. Yes, sir. Let's make sure we are live everywhere. Are we live everywhere? Let's make sure we're live on the YouTubes. All right, there we go. Live on the YouTube, audio works good. Live on X, audio works good. All right, live on the Twitch, audio works good. All right, yes, sir. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Woo-wee. Happy Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yes. Yes. We are live. Woo-wee. All right. So, how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We're just getting BENF started right now. Yes, sir. All right, there we go. Boom. All right, getting ourselves all set up, all ready to go, all that good stuff. Yes, sir. All right, let's get everything all ready to go. Boom. All right. Yeesh. User asks, what's your prediction on YYAI? Well, I could take a look at YYAI. Let's take a look at YYAI real quick. All right, so YYAI did have a nice run up. We actually called it earlier this morning for our private Discord, and it ended up forming a bit of a head and shoulders here, a little bit of a head and shoulders, but it did have a nice run up, 184%. So YYAI, a little bit of a head and shoulders here, needs to break that for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Right there, bop, and bop, right there. Had a bit of a head and shoulders. Looks like it's kind of dropped below the VWAP a little bit, then formed a bit of a double bottom right about here, and then curled its way on up just a bit. So right now it's currently above the VWAP, so it could potentially move. Let's take a look at the float and volume. Float is 6 million, volume is 612 million, so it's got plenty of volume to go around. So it just has to break that head and shoulders for it to really be so much schmexy to me, but it is currently moving its way on up just a little bit. Needs some volume, though. Needs volume for it to be so much mexy to me. So it could potentially go up, could potentially climb. Let's get some support and resistance lines over here. Bop over here. And bop over here. Yes, sir. All right. There we go. YYAI. Ran up. A nice 184%. There we go. And YYAI does need some volume. Needs volume. Yep, needs volume to break the head and shoulders pattern. All right, so we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 200. Let's get to 200. Let's get it. All right, so currently that's what we got going on right there. As far as YYAI is concerned, man, I think that it could potentially go up again. But it did have a nice run up, 184%. So we'll see what happens there, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. Because YYAI did have a nice head and shoulders. It did have a big old run. It was a bit overbought on the RSI. Now it's indifferent on the RSI. It's very indecisive on the RSI right now. So we'll see what goes on there. We shall see what goes on there. But, hey, it could potentially make some more money. You never know. You already know, ladies and gentlemen. You already know. Yes, sir. All right. Zoe asks for OSRH. Let's take a look at OSRH. Let's take a look. All right. OSRH currently very, very choppy. Needs some volume. for it to be so much maxi to meow, but it looks like it is very, very choppy below the VWAP, so needs some serious volume for it to be so much maxi to meow. Give me a look at OSRH float and volume, please.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Overview. All right. So float is 5.372 million. Volume is 1.17 million and change. So the volume is lower than the float right now. Float is relatively reasonable on OSRH, not overbought or oversold in the RSI. Was at one point close to being oversold in the RSI, but it needs some serious volume for it to be so much maxi to meow because the volume is a lot lower than the float. So could it potentially move? Maybe, but needs some serious volume for it to be so much maxi to meow. So OSRH needs volume. OSRH. You had a lot of indecisive wicks on there with OSRH. OSRH needs volume to break that VWAP. Right? It is very, very choppy as of now. So could potentially move with some more volume though. So we'll see what happens there. YYAI currently up 100%. Let's see what it does. We shall see what it does. And let's see here. Let's get the announcements out for everybody. Bop right there. Boom. All right. All right. Get the announcements out here. Boom. All right. Get the announcements out over here. All right. Bop right there. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. And yeah, we're just getting ourselves all set up. So, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are doing well. What do we call for them yesterday, DVO moms? You know? What we got for them? We called BYND for them yesterday. Nerve. Yeesh. All right. We did call quite a few wonderful stonks for them, and we did call quite a few wonderful stonks for our indelible pride. How you doing, indelibles? We did call a couple of stonks. We called ATMV yesterday, which ran up a nice 164%. RYOJ, which ran up 115%. NERV, 362%. And NVDS as well, 201%, and BYND, 149%. Those are just a couple of the amazing baggers that we have called this past day yesterday. Leave that there for me because I want to leave it there. Yeah, leave it there, man. I want to see the thing, man. Yeah, what are you doing? Grab me that. Where you going? Where you going? Leave me the thing, man. Leave it to me. Put it here. Put it there. Hey up. Man, lay it down. There we go. That's what I want. Mine. Hey. Yeah. Lay it down. Say hello to the people, DVR moms.
Hello to people.
She's being despondent this one.
That's what you want anyway.
Leave it there. Don't take it away. Mine. All right. That's all I need. That's what I need, man. I wants it. I wants that. Give me that. Yeesh. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Right now, we are just getting our announcements out. We're getting everything all set up. Bop right there. Let's go. Bop right there. Okay. Get that out there. Good morning and welcome to Microcap Mornings. Yes, sir. All right, indelibles, because we got lots of baggers for you. We got lots of baggers for you. You remember they call me Dr. Doubles, PhD in Bangernomics from Big Bang College, BBC. You already know. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 700. Come on now. Let's get to 700. Let's get it. All right. 700. Yes, sir. All right. So we got ourselves over here with some wonderful stonks, ladies and gentlemen. We called quite a few of them. Let's get this intro started first before anything. What's up, guys? It's Double Nicks, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nicks in the house, a.k.a. the Rainmaker. and I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Sometimes she likes to get shot out the cannon and she goes wee. Other times she likes to go around and go to Arby's and watch videos of puppies and kitties and do all sorts of other things like that. All right. And to top it off, she likes to sometimes go to Wendy's. Other times she likes to go steal my Chinese. And to top it off, you throw in the stock market, she'll find them ABCDs. Yesterday, she did call a couple of wonderful stocks like ATMV. And then to top it off, she called a bunch of other stocks like YYAI, BENF, and BYND. We call her DBM Moms. Yeesh. So, you got that going on. Say hello to the people, DBM Moms.
Hello to people, DBM Moms.
Yeesh. Say hello.
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 Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Despondent.
Hello.
All right. So, ish. Let's see what we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got going on here. So, let's take a look at some stonks here, ladies and gents. ATMV. We're gonna take a look at ATMV. Actually, we're gonna take a look at YYAI. See how YYAI is doing. Looks like it's trying to curl off that little dial top right there. Looks like it's trying to curl. Said it was gonna be a little bit bullish. I'm just saying. Said it was gonna be a little bit bullish, and it is bullish. You already know. You already know what time it is. Yes, sir. All right. Yes. Let's see what we got going on. What we got? Let me add them. All right. So let's take a look here. We called quite a few wonderful stonks these past couple of days. We called ATMV called that one, and it ran up a nice 164%. 164%. Yes. All right. We called ATMV, which ran up a nice 164%. We called RYOJ. That one ran up a nice 115%. Ran up 115% right there. Yes, sir. All right. We also called yesterday. We called NERV. That one ran up a nice 362%. 362%. We called that one yesterday. It ran up a nice 362% there. All right. We ended up calling as well NVDS. We called that one yesterday as well. And that one ended up running 201% as well. So NVDS, that one was amazing. It ran up 201%. Those are yesterday's baggers. These are yesterday's baggers right here. BYND. BYND. To give you an idea, we also called that one for our private Discord yesterday. And that one ran up a nice 149%. BYND ran up nice 149% right there. Yes, sir. And that one was actually probably one of the more popular ones. So this morning, you can take your thing back, by the way. All right. We actually called out quite a few wonderful stonks this past day. Today. So today we called YYAI. YYAI. All right. We called that one. It ran up a nice 184%. That one ran up a nice 184% today. These are today's baggers now. We got today's baggers. But I wanted to show you yesterday's baggers to give you an idea of the types of bagger numbers that we call out, baby. All right. And Bobo Beep says, howdy, Bobo.
Hey, Bobo.
How you doing, Bobo? Yes, sir. Let's get a share party going. Let's get 800. We got BYND. We called that one out this morning, and it ran and did a video update last night on it. All right, that one ran up a nice 124% right there. 124%. Yes, sir. All right. And then we also got over here, BENF. That one ran up a nice 101%. 101%. All right. So we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on right there. And then we called out BNBX. That one ran up a nice 123%. BNBX. All right. Ran up a nice 123% right there. So we got that going on right there. All right. And of course, we called SBEV, which ran up a nice 74%, 74% right there. Junid says afternoon predictions on BYND. All right, give me just a second and we will get right on that. Yes, sir. All right, we called AREB, AREB, AREB. All right, and that ran up a nice 62%, 62% right there. Boom. All right, and then we got ourselves over here with WOK WOK. WOK ran up a nice 63%, 63% right there. And that's what we got going on right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got going on right there. Junid asks for predictions on BYND. Let's take a look at BYND. BYND has been a multi-day bagger. We've been calling it for these past couple of days, and we did an update video on it last night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And right now, currently, BYND is below the VWAP, but did have a nice run up 124%. Did an update video on it on our YouTube last night. And before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the oots, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's what we got going on right there. All right. And indelibles, ladies and gentlemen. We call all these baggers, man. We've been calling all these baggers. Call me DJ Khaled, because I keep calling another one, another one, another one. You know how it goes. All right, let's take a look at BYND. BYND currently has a bit of a upside down shoulder, head, shoulder. Little bit. Has a bit of an upside down shoulder, head, shoulder right there. Bop right there. Boom. All right. And then bop right here. And another one right over Mya. And then proceeded to move its way on up off that upside down shoulder, head, shoulder right there. Still a little bit below the VWAP, but it is breaking its way on up through the VWAP now. Currently, as of this day, Ibra says, you're the man, man. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. Yes, sir. That's how we do it. BYND trying to break through that VWAP. BYND trying to peek its way on up. It did peek its way on up. Peeked up on that VWAP. Yes, sir. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right. Yeah. So we got that going on. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that if you got any stonks that you want us to take a look at, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Put it in the chat, and we will keep an eye on it, ladies and gents. We will keep an eye on it. EPWK. Let's take a look at EPWK. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our 4-day trial indelibles for our $9.99 right there. 4-day trial for $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. I mean, we already called 4 baggers, and the day just started. I'm just saying. Can't nobody do it like us. Everybody else, they do 5% baggers and stuff like that. We don't do none of that stuff. Come on now. We actually make money here. So you know how it be. You know how it be. We're not those guys that like rent Lamborghinis and then pretend, oh yeah, look at me in my Lambo. Meanwhile, I'm just actually the guy that's washing the car. No, I actually have dignity. So there we go. Yeah. So that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So EPWK currently had a bit of a price spike and move upward right there. Now it's making a bit of a pennant right there, but before it was moving its way on up. All right, so we got this going on right here. Bop, bop, right there. Has a bit of a pennant going on right here. Oh, excuse me. That was not what I wanted to do. But EPWK currently made its pennant right there. So it's on a bit of a descending wedge right there. So it needs to break the descending wedge for it to be so much mexy to meow. Let's see what we got going on. EPWK needs to break the descending wedge. Yes, sir. All right, let's see what else we got over here. What else we got? We asks, does BZAI have potential, sir? All right, let's take a look at BZAI. BZAI, okay. Needs some serious volume. It is a bit choppy, very choppy, a lot of indecisive wicks, but it could have a bit more potential. Needs some volume though. It needs volume for it to have some serious potential, for it to be so much maxi to mya. But right now, needs volume. That's what it needs. It needs some serious volume, because there's a lot of indecisive wicks over here. A lot of choppiness. Needs some volume. Otherwise, man, you know what I mean? BZAI needs volume. Let's get it up there. Let's see. Let's let everybody know BZAI needs some serious volume. Needs some volume for it to be so much Mexi to me. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Needs some volume for it to curl its way on up. Needs to break that VWAP as well. A little bit indecisive on the RSI, so we got that going on right there. Let's take a look at the. Does it have any news? Does it have any news? BZAI Bravo Zulu Alpha India. All right. Is there any news? Let's see. Nope, no news, no news, no news. But all right, that's fine. Overview. Let me check out the float and volume. Float is a little bit high, 78 million, very high on the float. Volume is 93,000. So very low on the volume, very high on the float. Needs some serious movement. You know how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Needs some serious movement. Bobo Beeb says, "Can you give me some entertaining information on AIRE, please?" Let's take a look at AIRE, ladies and gentlemen. AIRE. Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look over here. AIRE just broke above the VWAPA. Just broke above the VWAPA. All right. Needs to get above that VWAPA for it to be so much Mexi to me. So currently it is, oh my, BYND breaking the VWAP. So AIRE as of now needs to break this little pennant right over here that I'm about to draw for you right here. Bop over here, bop and bop right there. Needs to break that pennant for it to be so much Mexi to me, but it did break above the VWAP. It is above the VWAP. Couple of indecisive wicks here and there as well. Needs to break that as well. Needs some volume, really. Needs some volume. So AIRE needs volume to stay above the VWAPA and break through the pennant right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, yeah, that's what we need to have going on right there. And looks like it's trying to test the pennant right now, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like it's trying to test that pennant right now. Let's take a look at BYND. BYND. All right, BYND. Oh, my. Still on the uptrend right there. Still on that uptrend bop right there. Take a look at that. BYND still on the uptrend. BYND. All right, still on that uptrend, baby. Still on that uptrend, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1,600. 1,600, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 1,600, baby. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So, that's what we got going on, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to check out our 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. And by the way, with that beautiful thing, you get access to the stock scanners, you get access to the newsroom, you get access to our wonderful and amazing community of very, very supportive people. Very supportive. They are wonderful people. All right. And they actually give you, they give you support. They give you insight. They give you all sorts of cool stuff, man. They're very supportive, very serious, and it's an amazing community to be a part of, Indelible. So be sure to check it out. Link to join is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times, baby. Yes, sir. And we actually, make money. So, yeah, we do that. We do that. YYAI. Let's take a look at YYAI. YYAI looks like it's trying to curl its way on up a little bit. YYAI. Oh my. Okay. So, little bit of a pennant forming over here. Let's see what we got going on here. Bop and bop right there. Ooh. All right. Has a bit of a pennant forming right here. Let's get some support and resistance line right there. Has to hold above the 16-cent line. Needs to break through the 18-cent line for it to be so much Maxi Tumia. Looks like he's trying to break through that 18-cent line right now. If it wants to break through the 18-cent line, it needs to go through the 19-cent line, 20-cent line, 21, and then 24 for it to be so much Maxi Tumia. So that's what we got going on there, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got going on. Needs to break that pennant, ladies and gentlemen. YYAI needs to break the pennant. Let's go. YYAI needs to break the pennant for it to be so much Maxi Tumia. All right, so that's what we got going on right there. Let's take a look at BENF. BENF currently needs to hold above that VWAP. The VWAP acts as kind of a support right now. So let's get some support resistance lines right now over here. Bop and bop right there. All right. So now we got support, breaking through the 87-cent resistance line over there. BENF breaking through resistance right now. So we got that going on. BENF breaking through the resistance. It's testing that resistance, ladies and gentlemen. It is testing that resistance and breaking through it right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, it is curling up on the RSI. Was leaning a bit towards being oversold on the RSI BENF, but now it's curling up off the VWAP. It is currently trying to break through the 87-cent resistance line right there. So let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. Could it potentially be a cup and handle? Maybe. We'll have to see if this goes up here and then forms a little bit of a handle. We'll see what happens, though. So that's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. All right, and let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,000, ladies and gentlemen. 2,000, yes, sir. Let's get to 2,000, ladies and gents. Ooh-wee. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, so let's see about AREB, AREB, American Rebel, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is American Rebel Holdings. So American Rebel Holdings had a bit of an A to B, B to C, C to D over here, a little bit, nothing crazy, right? And then had a bit of a descending wedge right over here, and then curled its way on up just a little bit right there. Needs to break through the VWAP for it to be so much schmexy to meow, but right now AREB needs some volume. AREB curling off the descending wedge, needs to break the VWAP for it to be so much schmexy to meow. That's how we do, ladies and gentlemen. That is how we do. All right. Let's see what other stonks we got going on here. What other stonks we got? Yes, let's take a look. Let's take a look over here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, that's what we got going on. All right. One second. All right. So, we got AREB going on right now. So, let's see what other stonks we could get over here. RANI. All right, let's take a look over here. RANI. Oh my, nice little curl off the VWAPA right there. Boom. Let's take a look over that. Yeah. So we got A to B, B to C, C to D right over here. Has a bit of a double top forming, though. We don't like the double tops, DBL moms. We like the double bottoms. Ladies and gentlemen. Double bottoms right there. Let's get some support and resistance lines over here. Bop right there. Boom. All right, let's get that going on right there. Needs to break the double top right there for it to be so much schmexy to meow. RANI needs to break that double top. RANI needs to break the double top. Bop right there. Ibra asks, any chance to see $1? Which stonk are you referring to, Ibra? Which stonk are you referring to, buddy? All right. Let's see. RANI needs to break that double top for it to be so much maxi to meow. So we'll see what goes on there. We shall see what goes on there. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,200. 2,200, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 2,200. Let's take a look at some other stonks right now. All right. Let's take a look at BNBX. Let's take a look here. Bop, right there. All right. So, BNBX currently forming a bit of a pennant. A bit of a pennant right there. A little bit of a pennant. So, we got that going on right there. Bop right there. Bop right there. And bop right there. So, needs to break that pennant for it to be so much maxi to meow. Let's get some support and resistance lines on this stonk right here. Bop right here. And bop right there. All right. So, currently, BNBX has to break the 450 mark right here. Needs to break through that pennant and then break through the VWAP for it to be so much maxi to meow. So, BNBX needs to break the pennant and the VWAP for it to be so much maxi to meow. All right. Let's see what other stonks we got going on here. Oh, wait. YYAI. Everybody's asking for YYAI bet. Let's take a look at YYAI. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Boom. All right. So YYAI currently 18 cents. It has a ways to go before it hits $1, but it could potentially curl its way on up. It does have volume, ladies and gentlemen. YYAI has a 6 million float, 707 million volume. So, quite frankly, it can move its way on up. It could potentially keep going up right now. It did have a nice shot up to 24 cents right over here, formed a bit of a double top and went back down, but it does look like it's trying to curl its way on up. It is moving a bit more upward on the RSI as well. Just needs to make sure that it has the proper volume for it, and it does have a good volume, so it could potentially keep moving up. It is on the uptrend right now, slowly but surely moving its way on up. Potentially could get more volume at the bell. Maybe, but we'll see what happens. YYAI does need some more volume, though, for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. But YYAI is breaking through every single resistance right now. Breaking the resistance. Can it potentially go to $1? Maybe. We'll see what happens. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. All right. YYAI breaking the resistance. Go, baby. So, it could do that, ladies and gentlemen. YYAI could potentially break the resistance, but it needs some more volume. Needs some more, need some little cayenne pepper right there. You know what I mean? A little bit of cayenne pepper. YYAI is already up 123%, had a nice high of 184%. So we'll see what happens there, ladies and gentlemen. But it looks like it's trying to climb its way back up slowly but surely. We'll see what goes down. We shall see. We shall see. APLD. Let's take a look. APLD currently on the uptrend right now. Has a little bit of a shot going upward right there. Little bit of a pennant. Bop, bop right there. All right. Let's see about some support resistance lines right there. Boom. And boom right there. Support and resistance lines. It's a little bit expensive, but somebody requested APLD, so I'm going to check it out right now. APLD needs to break the pennant and the VWAP for it to be so much mexy to me. APLD needs to break the pennant and the VWAP for it to be so much mexy to me. Needs to break both of those things, but that's pretty much what it needs to do right there. It needs to curl. Looks like it's trying to break that pennant right now. Looks like it's knocking on that pennant's door, trying to get ready to break that pennant. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,500. 2,500. Come on now. All right. So we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on right there. AREB, A-R-E-B. Let's take a look at that stonk right there. AREB. AREB currently trying to make its way on up some more. Again, testing that VWAP, testing the VWAP once again. Needs to break that VWAP. Needs to break that double top as well, forming a bit of a double top right there. AREB. So we got that going on right there. Needs to break that double top and doubles. Needs to break that double top. And let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,600. 2,600. All right. Let's get that. Let's get it. All right. Let's get to 2,700, actually. Let's get to 2,700. Yes, sir. So, that's what we got going on right there, ladies and gentlemen. AREB currently has a bit of a double top. Can it potentially break that? We'll see what happens, but right now it needs to break that VWAP. Needs that volume. Needs that chava. You know what I mean? That chava. Yeah. FLWS. Let's take a look over here. That's 1-800-flowers.com. So, you got a Valentine. Make sure you get yourself some flowers. All right. Let's see over here. Little bit of a shot upward over here. Created a bit of a descending wedge. Then curled its way on up over here. And then broke the pennant right over Mya. So we got that going on right there. FLWS needs to break the pennant for it to be so much maxi to Mya. FLWS needs to break the pennant for it to be so much maxi to Mya. Boom, right there. That's what we got going on. ISUL. And let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,900. 2,900. Come on now. ISUL, a lot of indecisive wicks going on. Somebody requested ISUL. Let's take a look over here. A lot of indecisive wicks. Need some serious volume for it to be so much mexi to ya. ISUL needs volume for it to be so much mexi to ya. It needs some volume. It is above the VWAP, but needs some more volume, man. A lot of indecisive wicks there. Let's take a look at BENF again. BENF. All right. BENF. Let's move this over here. Bop, right there. Holding above the former resistance line. Needs to break through the new resistance as well at 92 cents. Needs to hold above 87 cents for it to be so much mexi to ya. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 3,000. Yes, sir. All right. Currently, BENF needs to break above that resistance. BENF broke the old resistance. All right. Needs some more volume for it to fly. Needs some more volume to fly. Yeah. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right. And Benoit asks for Buru. B-U-R-U. Buru. Let's take a look at Buru. All right. B-U-R-U currently holding above that VWAP, which is good. That's good. That's a good sign. Climbing its way on up a little bit. Needs some more volume for it to continue climbing. Needs to remain friends with the trend, really. That's what Buru needs, so we'll see what goes on there. But Buru right now, currently climbing its way on up, needs to remain friends with the trend right there. So Buru, B-U-R-U, needs to remain friends with the trend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. That's what it needs to do right there. Let's get a share party going. Let's get the 3,100. 3,100. Let's get the 3,100, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. So that's what we got going on. BYND had a bit of an ABCD as well, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of an A to B, B to C, C to D. Right there. B to C, C to D. Had that going on right there. That was its major shot upward. It kind of consolidated, dropped a little bit, and then kept on going up and dropping and popping and dropping. And now it looks like it's curling its way on up. Looks like it's moving up nicely now. Benoit says, thank you. No problem, brother. Anytime. Take care. Yes, sir. If you got any more stonks, ladies and gentlemen, please put it in the chat, indelibles. Put it in the chat, and we'll look at it. We'll take a look. Right now, BURU is moving its way on up right now. BURU moving its way on up. YYAI. Let's take a look at YYAI. YYYAI. There was a song for that. Yeesh. There was a song for that somewhere. I don't know what it was, but there was a song for that somewhere. You know how it goes. All right. YYAI. Bit consolidated. Needs some serious volume right now. YYAI. Consolidated. Needs volume. Yeesh. YYAI consolidated needs some volume for it to be so much mexi to ya. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right. Let's take a look at BNBX. BNBX. All right. Let's get a share party going. Let's get this 3,200. 3,200. Come on now. 3,200. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So BNBX still consolidated below the VWAP. Right now, BNBX still consolidated below the VWAP. Needs volume. Vitamin V, baby. Vitamin V for it to be so much mexi to me. There we go. All right. Let's get that share party going. Let's get that share party going. Let's get the 3,300. 3,300. Come on now. All right. Let's take a look at another stock. Oops. Someone requested POET. POET. Actually, before we do that, FLWS. Let's take a look at FLWS. Oh, my. Climbing its way on up right now. Shot up right here. And looks like it's got some little bit of a pennant going on over here. FLWS got a pennant going on right here. Needs to break the pennant off the uptrend. Moving its way on up right there. Has a very high float, low volume, but but is showing some serious heart, so I gotta give it credit where credit's due. Someone requested POET. All right, POET. Let's get some support resistance lines over here. Bop right there. Bop right there. All right, support and resistance lines right there. So needs to hold above 799. Needs to break through 823 for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. It needs to break this channel right here. It's forming a bit of a channel. Channel time. Channel time. It's channel time. Channel time. Bot right here. Bot right there. That's what we got going on. Needs to break that channel. POET needs to break the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, POET needs to break the channel. Let's take a look at open, by the way. OPEN. 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 Let's see how it's doing right there. How's open doing? OPEN. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Let's get that. Let's get this refreshed over here. Let's get this refreshed. Bop right there. Open. There we go. Open needs to break the consolidation. Very, very choppy and barcodey. Not liking that one too much right now. Open. Open. Come on, man. Show some more potential right there. Open needs to break the consolidation with some volume. Yeah. There we go. Boom. ISUL, ISUL. All right, ISUL. Still choppy. Still choppy. ISUL. Still choppy and needs volume. That's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right, let's get a share party going. Let's get to 3,500. 3,500. Come on now. Let's see what we got going on here. What else we got? What else we got? All right, let me at him. Let me at him. Yes, sir. BNBX. BNBX. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right. So, BNBX currently looks like it's trying to curl its way on up. Curl its way on up right here. Bop. We got that going on right there. BNBX trying to curl its way on up a little bit. Needs to break the VWAP. BNBX trying to curl off the pennant and break. Needs to break the VWAP. Needs to break the VWAP. Yeesh. For it to be somewhat schmexy to meow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 3,700. 3,700. AREB. AREB. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Climbing its way on up. AREB needs to break through the VWAP right there. AREB needs to break that VWAP for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Currently on the uptrend, though. AREB on the uptrend, testing the VWAP. Yes, sir. All right. So we got that going on right there. Boom. All right. Can it potentially keep curling its way on up? Maybe, maybe, maybe. But right now, it's forming a bit of a double top right here. Come on, man. Need to form that. Need to break that double top right there and break through the VWAP right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see what other stonks we got here. Someone asked for ARCT. ARCT. Let's take a look. ARCT currently consolidated above the VWAP right now. Currently consolidated above the VWAP. ARCT consolidated above the VWAP. Needs volume. All right, there we go. Let's take a look at BYND. BYND. Let's take a look at BYND. All right, shot up. Needs to break this pennant, though, right here. Boom and boom right there. Boom, boom, and boom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's get some support resistance right over here. All right, zoom out of there. Bop right there. All right, support and resistance. Bop and bop right there. Has to hold above that $7 mark and break through $7.36. Needs to break that pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. BYND needs to break the pennant, baby. Needs to break that pennant. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 3,900. 3,900. Let's get to 3,900 right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get to 3,900. 3,900. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see what we got going on. What do we got going on right now? Let's see here. We got BENF, BENF, BENF right now. Let's get a share party going. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to 4,000. 4,000, ladies and gentlemen. 4,000. Yes, sir. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel to get some awesome reviews on stonks and tips and analysis and all that good stuff right there. And also check out our 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, because can't nobody do it like us, man. Can't nobody do it like us. Let's see what we got going on here. Yes, sir. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, be sure. Yeah, and also, yes, sir. Let's get to 4,000. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our Wealth Builder package as well, which allows for us to give you access to the wonderful community that we got going on right there. You got an amazing community. You got amazing people, amazing folks that want you to get better. They want to get better themselves. They are self-improving and a very supportive community. I love it here. I love it there. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful community. And you also get stickers. You get stonks. You get all these amazing scanners and newsroom right here. You get the amazing, beautiful community that we got going on. You get educational content, exclusive content, and to top it off, access to Coach himself. You know what I mean? Coach himself. Yes, sir. All right. And BENF. BENF. Let's take a look over here. BENF still consolidated above the VWAPA. Needs volume to become somewhat schmexy to meow. All right, stonks over honks. How you doing, brother man? He asked for DNUT. DNUT. Let's take a look at some. Yes, sir. Krispy Kreme. All right. So there we got going on. Let's see here. We got some support and resistance lines for DNUT. DNUT currently above the support line of 479. Broke through the VWAP a little bit before with a bit of a double top over here. Needs to break through 493, 507, 525, and 554 for it to be so much maxi to meow. But right now, it's got support at 479. Needs to break through 493. That is the first step for it right there. Has a VWAP of $4.83. Needs to break above that as well. So DNUT needs to break the VWAPA. Needs to break the VWAPA. All right. DNUT needs to break the VWAP and the double top. For it to be so much mexy to meow. Yeah. Needs to break the VWAP and the double top for it to be so much mexy to meow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stonks over honks asks for FLWS. Sure, man. Let's take a look. FLWS. Currently, FLWS did go from having a pennant to a descending wedge right over here, and then curled its way on up and is making friends with the trend right now. A little bit of friends with the trend action right there. That's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. So currently right now, it is doing its thing right here. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 4,300. Let's get to 4,300, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 4,300. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, all right, all right. So right now, this stonk needs to break through. It broke through the uptrend right here. It's on the uptrend right now. FLWS on the uptrend, but needs to remain friends with the trend. Let me get some support and resistance lines going on over there. Let me get some support and resistance lines going on. Bop right there. All right. Let's get some support and resistance lines. Bop. And bop right there. All right. has to break through, has to hold above 757, needs to break through the $8.30 mark right there. It is hitting all-time highs right now. That is what FLWS is doing. It is currently hitting all-time highs right now for itself. So FLWS needs to break the high of day. It's testing it though. FLWS testing the high of day. So we'll see what goes on there. FLWS breaking the high of day. Indelibles. Yep. Yesh.
Releasing earnings, flowers.com.
Oh my, it's releasing earnings. Earnings. Let me get some water, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get some water right now. A little bit of water. Water. Yes, sir. Water. Waka waka. All right. Yesh. Let me see how we're doing here. Let's see how we're doing. All right. So, yeah. Currently got that going on right there. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 4,600. 4,600. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. FLWS currently has to break through the $8.40 mark. It did break through the high of day. Broke through the high of day. Now it needs to break through the $8.40 mark. FLWS broke new high of day. So let's see what goes on there. Does FLWS have any news, by the way, DBL Moms? Does it have any news? Well, up, broke through the high of day once again. Oh my.
Okay, what's news?
The Q1 earnings are confirmed in 8 days, by the way. Yeah. So they have confirmed Q1 earnings in 8 days. So they got that going on right there. And to top it off, there were, right now it's basically just got a change in beneficial ownership, but that came out on the 10th. So it doesn't really have much news going on, but it did shoot up again. It is currently up 69%. Nice. Ow, DBL Moms. Owie. Hey, don't whack me with the chancleta. Hey. FLWS broke the high of day. Boom, baby. Yes, sir. All right, now it's moving its way on down a little bit. It is a bit overbought in the RSI. Needs to still remain friends with the trend. But right now it's moving its way on downward a little bit. Can it break through? Can it curl up? We'll see what happens. But it does need to remain friends with the trend for it to be so much Mexi Tumya. FLWS needs to remain friends with the trend. Yes. Bop, right there. All right. So, there we go. All right, let's take a look at another stock right here. All right. So, FLWS doing this thing right there. Falling down below the VWAPA, falling down below the little uptrend right here. That's fine. Needs to reconsolidate and reconvene. Needs to break that downtrend over there, that descending wedge over there. You know what I mean? Needs to break the descending wedge. FLWS needs to break the descending wedge for it to be so much Mexi Tumya. All right, and Stonks Over Honk says, greetings from Germany. Greetings from America, my brother. Hope you're doing well, man. How you doing, brother, man? It's probably, what, afternoon, leaning towards evening a little bit for you. So good afternoon, leaning towards the evening, maybe. I don't know, but good day. Good day, Stonks Over Honks. Hope you're having a wonderful day, man. Hope you're making some money. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at YYAI. YYAI. Let's take a look over here. Boom, right there. Yes, sir. All right. So, currently, YYAI is consolidating above the VWAPA. So, we got that going on right there. YYAI consolidating above the VWAPA. Needs some volume for it to be so much Mexi Tumya. Boom, right there. Let's go. Send that out. Woo-wee. All right, has a bit of a double bottom over there, by the way. So it curled off that double bottom, and now it's just doing its thing right now. Boom. All right. Boom. Boom. And boom. Right there. A little bit of a pennant going on right there. It needs to break that pennant. YYAI needs to break that pennant. Needs to break the pennant for it to be so much mexy to me. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 5,000. 5,000. Yes, sir. Yes. All right. YYAI needs to break that pennant. There we go. All right. Let's see what other stonks we got going on. What other stonks we got going on here? Let's take a look back at APLD. Yes, it is 1500, 15 hours. I have to wait for the whole day for the market to open. Yeah, I know what you mean, brother man. I know what you mean. But, good afternoon. If it ain't constellation, good afternoon. And welcome, 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 brother man. Welcome, welcome. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. Stonks over hunks. Yeah. All right. Let's get ourselves set up over here. APLD. Somebody requested it. Let's take a look. APLD is a little popular, man. And then after that, we're going to check out BYND, which has also been a popular stock as of late. All right. A little bit of a cup forming over there. Could potentially be a cup and handle over here for APLD. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. Had a little bit of a cup handle. All right. Potential cup and handle. All right. A little bit. Maybe. But we'll see what happens. Looks like the handle's failing, though, for this stock. So, man. APLD just needs to really break above the VWAP. That's really all it needs to do. APLD needs the volume to break the VWAP. That's what it really needs. BYND. Let's take a look at BYND. Multi-day bagger. Man, that thing has been a banger for so many days. It's been a bagger for like the past week practically at this point. So BYND still needs to break a pennant right over here. Actually forming a bit of a cup and handle if you look at it. All right. So let me actually get rid of this right here. Got itself a bit of a cup and handle forming here. So you got a cup over here. Boom, boom, boom. Then a little bit of a handle right over there. So potential cup and handle for it to be so much mexy to me. BYND forming a potential cup and handle. Bull pattern right there. Bull pattern. Yes. Let's get a share party going. Let's get the 5,300. 5,300. Yes, sir. All right. Whoo-wee. All right. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99 indelibles. Link to join is in the description down below as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We're just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. We actually makes the money. We don't do any 5% runners right there. We don't do any 5% runners. Stonks over Honk says I bought it 50 cents and sold at 60 cents last Friday. Good man. Good. Yeah.
Let's go,
Yes, sir.
baby.
There you go. Greenable, making money.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. BYND failed the cup and handle, but looks like it needs some more volume. BYND. It was a multi-day bagger, so yeah, this is kind of normal for it to basically go down at this point. But can it potentially curl its way back upward, though? Let's see what goes on. Man. Let's see. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 5,500. 5,500. Let's see what goes on there. Yes, sir. All right. BYND, though, needs to break that cup and handle. Needs to hold above that $6.78 mark for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Yes, sir. All right, let's get another share party going. And by the way, check out the 4-day trial for real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. And with it, you get access to this beautiful market movers scanner right here. You get access to the beautiful newsroom right over here with all sorts of hyperlinks that give you access to all sorts of information about the stonks. You get access to our wonderful and amazing community full of supportive people. Very, very great community. I love it. I love these people very much. They are amazing. So yeah, be sure to check them out, man. I love these guys. This is my indelible community. You guys are part of the indelible tribe. You guys are indelible. Leave your mark, man. Leave your mark. Because you know what? You are irreplaceable. You guys cannot be replaced. You are unique. You are one of a kind. You are indelible, ladies and gentlemen. So leave your mark and join our community and grow the tribe today. Yes, sir. Grow that tribe, baby. Grow that tribe. All right. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, also remember that we got the Wealth Builder package as well, which allows for exclusive content. So you get everything in the real-time alerts and scanners package right there. Plus, to top it off, you get access to our amazing community. You get access to our exclusive content, or much more exclusive content. You get access to the educational content as well. And to top it off, you get exclusive access to Coach Nick himself, as well as myself, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, you get access to an amazing community as well as us with the Wealth Builder package. So yeah, be sure to check that out. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. And let's get a share party going. Share party. Yes, sir. Let's get a share party going right now. All right. Yes, sir. All right. And yeah, that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. Yes, sir. All right. There we go. Woo-wee. Right there. Beautiful. All right. So, FLWS. Let's take a look at FLWS. Looks like it's trying to curl its way back up a little bit. Had a bit of a descending wedge right over here. Looks like it's trying to curl its way back up over here. Needs to break above the VWAP. Looks like it's curling, though. It is curling, so we got that going on right there. FLWS needs to break the uptrend, hold on one second. All right, back, ladies and gentlemen. Just need some water. All right, FLWS curling off the descending wedge, needs to break the VWAP. Curling off the descending wedge, baby. Curling off that descending wedge right there. Bop right there. That's what we got going on. Yes, sir. FLWS doing its thing right there. YYAI. Let's see what we got going on here for YYAI. Has a bit of a choppiness to it right now. But it is still above that trend right there. It needs to break through that pennant. Right there for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. So YYAI needs to break the pennant once again. YYAI needs to break that pennant. And curl, baby, curl. Yes, sir. Stonks over Honk says, let's do AIRE, brother. All right, let's do AIRE then. I'm down. Let's take a look. AIRE currently above the VWAP. Nice movement. Was a bit consolidated at first, but moved its way above the VWAP. Started moving and grooving right over here. All right. Now it has a bit of a pennant going on right over here. So AIRE needs to break that pennant for it to be so much mexy to me. That's what it needs to do. Hey, that rhymed. All right. Let's see here. So we got support over here. Resistance over here. So we got to have it hold above the $1.10 mark over here. Break through $1.17 for it to be so much mexy to me. But that's what we got going on right now. It broke above the VWAP. And now it needs to break above that pennant. So AIRE looking schmexy, but needs to break that pennant right there. AIRE broke the VWAP. And needs to break that pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes, sir. All right. Let's take a look at SBEV. SBEV. How's SBEV doing? SBEV. Yes, sir. SBEV. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 6,000. 6,000. Come on now. Come on now. Let's get to 6,000, baby. SBEV still needs to break through that VWAP, but it is slowly climbing its way on up a little bit. Very, very choppy, though. Very choppy uptrend. Needs to remain friends with the trend right now. SBEV, choppy uptrend. SBEV, choppy uptrend right there. Needs to break the VWAP. So that's what it needs to do right there. So far, ladies and gentlemen, we got 4 baggers called out. YYAI, 184%. BYND, 124%. BENF, 101%. BNBX, 123%. SBEV, 74%. AREB, 62%. WOK, 63%. And we got that going on, ladies and gentlemen. We got that thing right there. We got that thing right there. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So currently, SBEV currently climbing its way on up right now, but needs to remain friends with the trend right there. It needs to break that VWAP for it to be so much mexy to mya. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Let's take a look at BENF again. BENF. Let's see how BENF is doing. Let's see how BENF is doing. Bop right there. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 6,100. 6,100. Yes, sir. Let's get to 6,100, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we got going on right there. BENF. Boom. Right there. Bop. Needs to hold above that VWAP right there. All right. So BENF consolidated above the VWAP a little bit. Actually needs to break this little bit of descending wedge right over mya. Right over here. Let me show it to you. All right. Needs to break this bit of a descending wedge right over mya. Needs to break that. Yeah. Needs to break that descending wedge right over there for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. BENF needs to break the descending wedge for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. Currently holding above the VWAP though, so we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. YYAI, let's see how that's doing. YYAI curling its way on up right now. Look at that. Yes, sir. Oh my. Curling its way on up. Shot up above 19 cents. Shot up above 19 cents. So we got that going on right there. YYAI curling off the pennant right now. Yeah, baby. There we go. YYAI curling above that pennant as we get to the bell. We're going to get to the bell. The bell. Yes, sir. We're going to get to that bell right there. Ring that bell. Ringy dingy. Yes, sir. Let's get that share party going on. Let's get that share party going on. Let's get to 6,200. 6,200. Come on now. 6,200. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. YYAI curling up off the pennant right now. So we got that going on right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. That's what we got going on. Whoo. Yeah. Let's see. What else we got? Actually, you know what? Someone's asking for BNBX. Let's take a look at BNBX. How's BNBX doing? All right. Ooh, little bit of a curl going on up there for BNBX. A little bit of a curl happened. All right. A little bit of an A to B, B to C, C to D, and formed a bit of a pennant right now over here. So BNBX needs to break that pennant formed off the ABCD. Needs to break the pennant off that ABCD pattern, baby. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. All right. All right. Come here. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. Give me 1 second. Second, ladies and gentlemen, just going to get some water real quick. All right, Bell just did make the ringy dingy. It make the wee woo. Yes, sir. There we go. All right. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Whoo-wee. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 6,400. 6,400. Come on now. Yes, sir. All right, Stonk's moving around. They're moving around. Somebody requested UAMY. UAMY. Let me take a look at UAMY. Somebody requested it. All right, UAMY. Very, very sporadic. Very sporadic. Looks like it potentially has some low volume. We'll see what happens, though, with this Stonk right here. But it did make a little bit of a pennant over here. Very, very choppy, though. Very choppy. So it needs to break the pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. But UAMY did have a nice bit of movement. Shot up right here. Made this pennant. Needs to break the pennant and break above the pennant, actually, for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. So we got that going on. Bop right here. Bop right there. All right. There we go. There we go. So there we are. There we are. There we are. All right. So there we go. All right, all right, all right. And ladies and gentlemen, remember to check out our 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. Oh, my God, UAMY. UAMY. What's it doing right now? UAMY just shot up to the friggin' moon. Oh, my. How's it going right now with that stock? Oh, my. Just shot up like a rocket. Oh, my. Oh, my. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Parabolique. UAMY. Parabolique. All right. UAMY moving its way on up. UAMY. Shot up like a rocket, baby. Woo-wee. There we go. Shot up like a rocket. Come on now. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. There we are. There we are. UAMY shot up like a rocket. It's still going. Still going, baby. Still going. Breaking through highs, man. Breaking through highs right now. UAMY breaking through the highs, man. Oh, my. All right, all right. Wow. Okay. Jeez. Are you good? You good there, UAMY? Wow. That was... All right. UAMY just shot up like crazy. Shot up like crazy. Boom, baby. Wow. Well, I mean, we did call it yesterday, but wow. Wow. Okay. Now it's got a bit of a double top, though. Now it's got a bit of a double top because it did shoot up like crazy just now. So it is a bit overbought on the RSI now, but it did shoot up like crazy. So, yeah. Got that going on right there. BNBX. How's BNBX doing? Curling. Oh, my. Curl its way on up. Broke the VWAPA. Broke the VWAPA. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. BNBX broke the VWAP. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, me. Oh, my. Yes, sir. Shot up like that. Bop, bop, bop. Right there. Boom. All right. Look at that. BNBX shot up like a rocket. There we go. Woo-wee. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. What other stonks? Somebody asked for YYAI. Let's take a look at YYAI after this. BNBX. BNBX. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 6,600. Come on now. BNBX curling off the descending wedge. Broke the VWAPA. Yes. Yes, baby. Yes. BNBX had a high of 123. How high is BNBX right now?
How high is BNBX right now?
Let's see. BNBX. Currently up. Yeah, all right, all right. It's climbing. It's curling. It's curling. It's curling. It's curling. It's curling. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. BNBX curling. Broke the VWAP. Needs to hold above the VWAP now. So Yeah, that's what it needs to do right there. That's what it needs to do right there for it to be so much maxi to me. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 6,700. 6,700, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. All right, let's get it. Oh, my. Ooh. All right, let's take a look at FLWS. FLWS right there. FLWS, the flowers, the flower people. The flower people. All right, FLWS on a bit of a downtrend right now. A little bit of a downtrend. A little bit of a downtrend going on. Needs to break the downtrend and break above the VWAP for it to be so much maxi to mia. So right now it is on a bit of a downtrend right here. Bit of a downtrend. So let's get that right there. It needs to break above the downtrend for it to be so much maxi to mia. FLWS moving towards becoming oversold as well. So FLWS needs to break the downtrend. Oh my, yeah. Needs to break that downtrend for it to be so much maxi to mia. All right. AREB. Let's see how AREB is doing. AREB, yes sir. Curled above the VWAP. Curled above the VWAP right now. Broke that VWAP, baby. AREB curled above the VWAP. Broke it, baby. Broke it. Yes, sir. Let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going to 6,800. Can we hit 7,000? Come on now. AREB. AREB. Shot up like a rocket. Indelibles. It shot up like a rocket. We are just made different, indelibles. Just made different. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir, indelibles. Yes, sir. Look at them, man. Look at them just shooting up. Look at them boys shooting up right there. Look at that. Look at that. YYAI currently up 133%, curling its way on up right now. AREB shot up and broke the VWAP. Yes, sir. A lot of VWAPs being broken. Don't worry about that. Don't even worry about it. That's good. That's good. That's good news right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get that for the indelible tribe. Get that for the indelible tribe right there. DBL moms. DBL moms, give them a roar. Roar. She's getting them right now. She's getting them. Yes, sir. Oh my, AIRE is curling up again. All right, let me finish up YYAI and I'll get right on that. Yes. All right, so YYAI got a bit of a double bottom right here, and a little bit of a double top right over here as well. So you got that going on right there. Has a bit of a channel time. It's channel time. A little more. Come on, DBL moms, you got to put a little more oomph into the channel time. Come on now. Channel time. It's channel time. There we go. Yeah. All right. YYAI needs to break that. Yeah. Rock your head a little bit to the song. YYAI needs to break the channel, baby, because it's channel time. Yes, sir. Let's get that share party going. Let's get to 6,900. Hey, DBL moms, don't give me that look. Don't give me that glare. Put the chunklet that way. That's just the viewership, okay? Relax. Settle down. All right? So you got that going on right there. Yes, sir. All right. So, yeah, we got that going on. Oh, yeah. So, right now, YYAI currently curling its way on up. We'll see what happens there. AIRE, let's take a look at AIRE. Air, oh my, air just shot up like a rocket, broke through the high of day. How high is AIRE, Mom?
AIRE is 78%.
All right, 78%, climbing its way on up. Can it become another bagger? Let's see what happens. AIRE climbing, baby, climbing. Oh my, yes sir, AIRE climbing, baby. Yes sir. All right, AIRE climbing its way on up right now. New high a day. ARE, new high a day. New high of day. Up 73%. Boom, right there. Yes, sir. BYND. Let's take a look at BYND. See how BYND is doing. BYND, oop. Lost the volume right there. BYND lost the volume a little bit. Lost the plot a little bit. BYND needs to break above there. Yes, it do. Come on now. BYND needs to break the downtrend, needs to break the downtrend and break the VWAPA, needs to break both of those things right there. BYND, let's see it curl, baby, curl. BYND, can it curl? Needs to break the downtrend and the VWAPA. Come back to us, you are oversold. Yes. Needs to break that VWAP, ladies and gentlemen. BYND oversold as of now. Can it curl? Can it curl? That's time for a new game show of Can It Curl. It's like name that whatever the heck.
Name that tune.
Name that tune. Can it curl? There we go. All right. VICR. How's VICR doing? VICR. Let's take a look. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 7,200. What goes on. But right now, VICR, little bit of a shot up there. Very expensive stonk. Not my kind of stonk, but someone did request it, so we'll take a look at it. Very expensive, very pricey. Not my kind of deal. But it needs to break that pennant for it to be so much mexy to mya. VICR needs to break that pennant for it to be so much mexy to mya. Needs to break the pennant for it to be so much mexy to mya. Yes, sir. All right. So that's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Needs to break that. It was a bit overbought in the RSI. Now it's moving towards not being overbought or oversold in the RSI. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Let's take a look at YYAI. YYAI. YYY. Let's get to 8,000 right there. 7,400. Yes, sir. Good morning, Cindy. How you doing? How are you? God bless. How you doing, Cindy? How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a fantastic day, Cindy. YYAI still needs to break that channel. Still needs to break that channel right there. It's channeling a little bit. YYAI still needs to break that channel. Yesh. Still needs to break that channel, ladies and gentlemen. Bop right there. Let's get a share party going. Share party, share party, share party. Let's get to 7,500. 7,500, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what I mean? Ooh, right there. Yes, sir. All right. YYAI. Currently up 125% right there. Needs to break to that channel time. For it to be so much mexy to me. All right. So, let's see what other stonks we got going on here. What are the stonks we got? And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, so far called four beautiful baggers, and we called quite a few runners. So we got that going on right there. We got a lot of runners going on here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. What other stonks we got here? BYND. Someone wants me to check out BYND again. Yes, sir. Needed to break that downtrend last I checked it, but let's see. Oh, my. Looks like it's trying to curl. Looks like it's trying to curl off that downtrend right there. Trying to curl off that downtrend right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. BYND trying to curl off that downtrend. All right. Cindy says, awesome. Getting ready to join your group at 4 a.m. Yes, sir. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out that 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loots, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so be sure to check that out. Gain access to the amazing community that we've got going on. Gain access to the indelible tribe, ladies and gentlemen. The indelible tribe. The indelible tribe. BYND curling up right now off that downtrend right there. So BYND curling off the downtrend and trying to test that VWAPA. Yes. 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 All right. And BENF right now. BENF just shot up a little bit there. BENF. Oh, my. Yep. Yep. Hey, it'd be like that sometimes. Forming a bit of a double top right now, but did shoot up like crazy just now on an ABCD pattern right there. So let me get this Let me get this over here. Bop right there. Bop right there. Okay, so had a bit of A to B. B to C. C to D. That's what they got going on right there. BENF climbing its way on up. Broke through the VWAP once again. Had a ABCD. BENF broke through the ABCD pattern right there. BENF, yes sir. BENF shot up on an ABCD pattern, baby. Yeesh. Stacks, baby. Stacks. I mean, hey, we don't call no 5% runners. We don't call no 5% runners. We call things that actually make money. Look at that. Look at that. BENF. BENF just shot up. Look at that, baby, right there. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. Hitting the 99-cent mark right there. Can it break through $1? $1, $1, $1. Yes, sir. How high is it right now?
Right now, 97%.
Oh, yeah. BENF. BNF had a high of 101%. Can it break through that high? Let's see. Has a bit of a double top forming, though. Has a bit of a double top forming. Needs to break that double top for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Yes, it needs to break that double top like it broke through the VWAP. Needs to stay up there. Yeesh. All right. Climbing its way on up some more. How high is it? 103%. 103, baby. 103. No, it was already a bagger. It was a bagger already. BENF already. BENF, there we go. BENF, new high. New high, baby. New high, baby. Yes, sir. New high of the day, baby. Yes, sir. BENF. BENF, new. Oh, my. BENF. New high of day. New high of the day. And let's get a share party going. Let's get to 8,300. 8,300. BENF new high of the day. Yes, up 103% right there. Oh, 105, excuse me. 105% right there. 107, okay, excuse me. 107% right there. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, quite. Yes, quite good. Good, very good. Yes. All right. Double top forming on BENF right there. BENF bop right there. Double top right there. Yeesh. Yeesh. That's what we got going on. 109. 110? Was it 110?
It was 109.
Up. Yes.
High early this morning at 111 when we gave it to the Discord.
Oh, it did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, had a high at 111 right there. BENF right there. Yes, sir. Yep. Yeesh. All right. There we go. Yes, sir. All right. So, BENF did its thing right there. Had that nice ABCD shot up right there. Boom, baby. There we go. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 8,500. 8,500. There we go. Come on now. Woo-wee. Yes. YYAI. Let's see how YYAI is doing. How is YYAI? Still consolidated. DBO moms, you know what we're gonna do, man, because I'm in the mood. We gonna get some Cracker Barrel. That's what we got. We about to get that, man. Get that country fried steak. What, you don't? I don't know, man. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm just in a good mood today. So you know what I mean? I'm in the mood for some Cracker Barrel. Yeah, they got the beautiful. They got the ribs. They got the ribs. They got the country fried steak. They got that country fried steak.
I love that country fried steak.
Oh yeah, with the gravy. Oh yeah. Apple cobbler. Yes, sir.
That's some country good
Yeah, right there. In the mood, man. You know, for dinner, because you know we're making so much money right now. Why not just, I don't know, go for lobster. Lobster.
Just go right for the lobster. Yeah.
Lobster's a comfort food, yeah. It is a comfort food. To me, surf and turf is comfort food to me. Yes, sir.
BNF moving.
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 Yeesh. Oh my. How's
Hey,
BNF?
Come on, baby.
Oh my.
Come on. Push it up.
Yeesh.
Let's go, baby.
Yeesh.
Test it, baby. Test it.
Yeesh.
Resistance 102.
Yeah.
Resistance is futile. Let's go, baby.
We are like the
Let's
board.
go.
Come on now. The indelible pride is like the board. Come on now. The indelible tribe is like the
Push it,
board.
baby. Let's
BNF.
go.
Come on now.
Come on, break 101. Come on.
Push it to the limit. Da, 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 da.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Here we go.
Woo-wee.
Here we go, baby. Here we go.
Come on now.
There we go. New high.
Climbing.
Man, come on.
Where is it? Where is it at?
Give me the new high. 105.
BNF.
106.
BNF is at
117%.
116%. Yes, sir. 120. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cherry.
How high?
126%.
126%.
127.
Yes, sir.
Let's freaking go, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go. Push it, baby.
Woo-wee.
193. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Up 127% right there.
Yes, 133.
133%. Excuse me. 133%. Yes, baby. Yes, baby.
Right.
Yeah. Woo-wee.
All right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Has a bit of a double top now, but yeah. Ooh.
Let's go, baby.
My, oh my.
Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Oh
Let's
my.
Share it up, share it up, share it up.
Mhm.
Let's go, baby. 9,000. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. That's how you do it.
All right. Yes, sir.
Hashtag no 5% runners.
We actually
Go.
call stocks that make money.
Let's go, baby.
That money.
Let's go.
That money. Yes.
Meow, meow, meow,
Yes.
meow, meow, meow.
That money. Woo-wee.
My.
All right. A little bit of ABCD excitement right there. All right. All right. All right. Let me get some water real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get some water. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much it for us. Oh, wait. Hold on. BENF. Testing. Oh, my God.
Okay.
All right. Never mind. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. There we go. The BNF.
119. 142%.
142%. Oh, my.
Yes, sir.
Just as I try to get out, they pull me back in, baby.
They do that.
BNF 142. Oh, did it halt?
Like that.
Did it halt?
Like that.
BNF, did it halt?
I think it halted, bro.
Oh,
I think it
my.
halted.
And 144% at $1.19.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. There we go. Yes. So, that's what we got going on right there. Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different. And the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. We called quite a few baggers today. We called 4 baggers, and the day just started, baby. BENF, Parabolique, hit 144%. YYAI 184%. BYND did an update on that, a video update last night on our YouTube channel, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe there at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us there. We're doing our thing. BYND up 124% since we called it. We called it. It's been a multi-day bagger. It has been moving up like crazy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we've been calling like 200, 300% baggers this past week. All right, so you know how we do. You know how we do. We know 5% baggers. Yep, last week we called SPRB, which was a 1,600% bagger. GLTO.
Bag of shells, baby.
GLTO was a 900% bagger. That's just a mere bag of shells right there, as far as we're concerned. BNBX called that one 123% today. 123% today. Called a couple of runners as well. SBEV 74%. AREB 62%. WOK 63%. And we still moving and grooving and grooving and grooving. And ladies and gentlemen, be sure to join the Indelible Tribe by clicking the link in the description down below to get that $9.99 trial for the real-time alerts and scanners. And join a wonderful and supportive and amazing community that basically just builds each other up and climbs together. It's like basically making a metaphorical climb up a mountain together. You know what I mean? And you're just helping each other upward. You know what I mean? That's what the tribe is. Yes, sir. You got the tools to top it off. You got the beautiful scanner right over here that shows the change in percentage. You got the whether or not the stock is moving up or down, the ticker, price, volume, and float, all that wonderful stuff. All that by clicking the link in the description down below to check out right there. Check out the newsroom as well, which has the hyperlinks right there. Hyperlinks right there that give access to the beautiful, amazing links to the news as well as the tickers that are affiliated with said news. So you can get access to the charts, you can get access to the price, volume, float, etc., news, all sorts of good stuff. All that by clicking the link in the description down below. You get the beautiful supportive community that we got going on right there. They are amazing peeps. They are amazing people, Indelibles. So be sure to check them out. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, to check out that Wealth Builder package as well, because you get access to the real-time alerts and scanners, benefits, and educational content, exclusive content, stock, the stocks, the picks that we got there. All right. And also to top it off, you get access to an amazing community there as well. That is very, very supportive, very, very amazing. And yes, sir, that's what we got going on right there. Malek says, can you do AIRE? You know what, for you, Malek, why not? I'll do AIRE before I hop off. AIRE right here, boom. All right, AIRE needs to break that VWAP for it to be so much mexy to mya. So AIRE needs to break. Has a bit of a panic going on as well, so let me actually get that going on right there. AIRE needs to break this pennant right here for it to be so much mexy to mya. It needs to break the VWAP. It did fall down a little bit, so AIRE needs to break the pennant and the VWAP for it to be so much mexy to mya. Yes, sir. But yeah, check out that beautiful, beautiful scanner right there. You can check out the beautiful scanner right there. As well as with the Wealth Builders, you get access to educational content. You get access to amazing, beautiful content having to do with the stock market right there. You get access to our exclusive picks there as well. And then you get access to our exclusive content, educational content, our scripts, all sorts of amazing stuff. All you got to do is join the Wealth Builders, man. And you get access to the beautiful community there as well. They are amazing there as well. And exclusive access to Coach Nick Money. Get access to Coach Nick Money and DBL Nicks by joining the Wealth Builders, man. That's what you get. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for us. Be sure to check us out on our YouTube channel at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. You can check us out on Twitch at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money, where we do lots of live streams on both. But with the YouTube, we also do live streams, videos, stock reviews, shorts, all sorts of other cool stuff. At Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on X.com, aka Twitter, where we do lots of stock reviews, analysis, and live streams. At Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on our TikTok, Tiki Taki, aka the Tac Tac. You can find us there at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money. And you can find us on our Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. So yeah, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Much love. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you are indelibles. You are unique. You are one of a kind. You are indelibles. Leave your mark, ladies and gentlemen. Leave your mark. We love you guys. We love our indelible pride. We love doing what we do for you guys. You guys are what make this all possible. So we love you guys so much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the love and support. We love you. We appreciate you. And you guys are amazing. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right. So it's Double Nicks. I love you guys. They call me DBL Nicks, the Rainmaker.
Sir.
All right. And I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to use a jet ski. Sometimes she likes to do a regular ski. Sometimes she likes to get shot out the cannon and she goes, wee! Other times she likes to steal my lo mein. Sometimes steal my Chinese. Sometimes she likes to also go into the stock market, find them ABCDs. And to top it off, she did call some wonderful stocks like YYAI, BENF, and BYND. We call her DBL Moms! Yeesh. That's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. Yes, sir. So, much love, everybody. Take care of yourselves. BENF shot up to 178%. Got that going on right there. Have fun with that. Ladies and gentlemen, much love, much love. Yeah, have fun with that. Our bagger right there.